Good evening, podcast family. This is Terry Dismore with another episode of Terry Talks. I am the author of Calling All Parents and your personal life coach. This is a continuing series to listeners receiving self-wellness tips for the entire family. I thought we would discuss this week making tough decisions. I don't know about you, but I have been in some situations this year where I've had to make some tough decisions. And when you have to make those tough decisions, you are fearful because you don't know what the outcome is. And being an adult, it requires you to make tough decisions on a daily basis in all aspects of your life. The pandemic has been a roller coaster year of emotions, up and down, and certainly making sure that we have made some hard choices. For me, as you all know, podcasters, I contracted COVID. So I had to make some tough decisions to heal myself and bring myself to full health again. And thank God I am back to full health. So how many times do you want to revisit the same decision? How many of us agonize over the same thing over and over and over again, and we do nothing, so we remain stuck in that same place? One of the things I've learned this year is to be kind to myself. And you be kind to yourself and allow yourself some time to think about the correct approach for these tough decisions. I remember this saying from church: no one cares what you know until they know that you care. Podcasters, I care about you all. I care, so I research, I look for information to help you as well as help myself. Because we are defined by our thoughts and our decisions we make. Every thought takes us in one direction. Every decision takes us in a direction. So therefore, I'm going to challenge you to make the decision to move forward in a very positive manner. Now, men, they make tough decisions every day, especially at work. However, women, you have an intuition. That intuition helps you to make decisions with the added bonus because you raise children. And so I think that gives us a little bit of an edge. We've all had to practice making decisions every single day. Now, some of those decisions could be, what am I going to eat for breakfast? But I'm not talking what am I going to wear to go out to work today or just to go out. I'm talking about those gut-wrenching decisions that are so tough that it churns in our stomach. So I would like to consider some of these thought-provoking, they're just suggestions that I use. I am a list maker. I make a list. And I find that very, very helpful to me. Seeing my thoughts on paper helps me to focus and prepare for the task at hand. And also, when you see something in print, it can be very cathartic in itself and help you, propel you to what you need to do. Number 2, trust in your belief system and your core values. They will never lead you wrong. And then number 3, ask yourself, what is the objective and what is the goal? And stay on that level, stay within that objective. Number 4, I like to know what the pros and the cons are. It just helps me decipher what to do. Practice my talk out loud. Well, I talk to you often enough, so that's a little practicing myself out loud. But walk around and practice the way you want to approach someone. Now, one of the things that I know of, look at the end result of your decision. And if you can't see that end result, if you stay in the present, the end result will take care of itself. And if you can live beyond your decision, then by all means do so. You survived the pandemic, and I think that we're here for a reason. You survived this pandemic. I think you are responsible to be able to do anything that comes up against us. Here's one of the things that helps me. Number 7 is meditation. anytime I need to make an important decision, I go into myself. I meditate. That helps me gather my thoughts and listening to that still inner voice within. You will never go wrong. The other thing that you could do is talk to a spiritual advisor. If you don't have one, then talk to a close friend about your decision. I have a spiritual advisor and I also have a coach. So if you set up your community, and I do have a good lesson on how to set up community services within your area, within the people around you, so that you can support each other, especially if you are young parents with children. But even if you are seniors like myself, we need to set up support groups that help us. So if you just have a close friend to talk to, that's fine. Number 9, don't allow fear to keep you from making the worst decision, that is to do nothing. If you do nothing, you repeat this pattern over and over and over again. So here I am today with my call to action. Give your tough decision making a date. Don't linger with this. Give it a date. If you're going to diet, if you need to raise your health, give it a date. Trust that you have made the right, correct decision and don't delay with it. Go forward in confidence. Season your decision with kindness and compassion. Always helps. It's hard to be able to get into a situation if it involves another person in your decision making. If you're in a stressful manner, then just season your thoughts and your words, because once those words are out there, you can't take it back. And don't worry about consequences. They should be considered, but however, you need to stick to the task at hand for long-term positive results. You know, we make decisions every day on our job, but we are paid to do that. Put you as a priority. Stop dying to this over and over again. When you make a decision, whether it's long-term or short-term, if it's positive and it's going to help you, then you stick with that plan, because that will tell you what the next step will be. And that always will lead you to the right thing, the correct thing. Now, here's a quote for today. In any moment of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing. The next best thing is the wrong thing. And the worst thing you can do is do nothing. That was Theodore Roosevelt. Podcasters, I certainly hope that this has been some food for thought for you and thinking about how to make some tough decisions. I want to thank you for listening to another episode of Terry Talks. You can contact me at terrydismore@gmail.com with your comments and suggestions for future talks. This was a suggestion from one of my friends, that they thought it would be a good idea to turn this into a podcast. My website is terrytalks.net. I hope to talk to you soon, and I hope that you have enjoyed these podcasts as much as I have making them. Love you all.